training artillery brigades. Same 3 points as before. And so we'll go ahead. We'll notice we are outnumbered about 2 to 1, so we want to be careful how we go about this engagement. Army is ordered to probe into wheat-rich and milder climate Arkansas for a suitable wintering place. Scouts are reporting Yankee troops coming from the north and east to attack your vanguard at Borden's wheat field near Prairie Grove. Vanguard is attacked at Borden's wheat field. There's no time to withdraw, so you must prepare yourself to defend your position. Okay. So we look at the terrain here. It is kind of wide open. I think there's probably some fortifications here, but we're going to be careful about that. The main thing to do would be probably not attempt to hold the VP at the start of the battle and just watch the timer and move in later. Instead, make use of these forests here to protect ourselves instead. We'll take a look at it when I get into it. The main thing to do would be make sure that our brigades are actually lined up next to each other. So we want 4th Brigade. I want them sort of trying to take the shots if I can, because they're the ones who are still getting the most experience there. You can see they're only a 1-star shooter. And then these guys, put them off to the flank, and I'll push in with them later, depending on how the battle goes. Keep the artillery here. And the cavalry will sweep this way. Okay, so there is some fortifications, but as I've said before, fortifications are dumb. These two are actually probably okay, especially this one's okay, but you're still open to get flanked from this side, so you want to be careful with it. This fortification is kind of questionable because they'll just sit in these trees here and you can potentially get outshot. Same with this one's okay, but you'll notice that it's going to do really weird things to your lines. Like, let's say you hold these 3 fortifications, you don't hold this one, well, you've got a gap in your lines here. Means you need to actually sit here anyway, means you're still getting shot at from the forest here. So it might be better, in fact, if you want to go aggressive, we could push up here and hold these 3 locations. That makes this flank coming in rather awkward. So we could have a last brigade hanging out here to push in to threaten the flank of anybody that actually tries to come in. That could be interesting. We can try that, or I could just be conservative and sit back here in these trees. Let's push up. That'll save time for later. This isn't a very long map, so we'll send them just out here just to keep watch. Same thing, these guys should just hang out here, keep watch. My division. And since I decided to try and hold these spots, it means I need to push the artillery up. They need to get moving soon. Just have them sit further back. So I am a little concerned about maybe potentially a wide flank coming in through here. I don't remember this map very well, so it is something to just keep an eye out for. Afraid of, so they've got artillery out here, which means I need to push in to there eventually. I don't want to let them shoot my artillery for free, so I'm just going to try and shelter them a little more here. Yeah, there's no really good options. I could push them up further, but then when these guys get shot, they'll start taking some fire also. That's not ideal. Let's try that for now. Alright, so we've managed to at least make a reasonable dent in their forces so far. We've only lost, right now, 2k to, I don't know, 6k or so. The problem is that I've got this big brigade tied up here, sort of guarding against these two along with this cavalry unit, so, but they just have way too many forces over here. So what I could try and do is wrap up their forces here. They've got a couple artillery brigades sitting up here along with these 2 brigades left. I don't think they have much else. So if I do a push here, and then I can finish up, and then you take this brigade and this cavalry brigade over, and then use these to start sweeping the rest of the map. These guys can hold for now, but this is starting to become a little worrisome. Yeah, they're fine. Problems, that's not good. Ammo problems. battle finishes faster. So that was a little bloodier than usual, but still a decent kill ratio. Lost a couple guns, it's unfortunate, but that's okay. You can see that this unit of ranged cavalry did a lot of work over there. These guys did a fair amount, but unfortunately the losses became unsustainable. Decent operations, no wounded officers, that's good. Captured some good sniper rifles, recovered some of our good weapons, that's good. Useless parrots. Okay, thanks for watching.